Hello, everybody. I'm just gonna get right to it because I'm going to be honest. It's gonna be a bit of a rush today, given that well, I need to do this, and then I need to finish Deltarune Chapter 4 again before Deltarune Chapter 5 comes out, and then I need to play Deltarune Chapter 5, and I'll probably beat the main route, and then I'll probably do Weird Route tomorrow morning. That's the plan. Also, there is currently a Tails. Tails. I Tails. Fuck her off with that kind of thing. Hey Mason, Kato upscale. Hey Mason, how you doing? You replied to my Discord. You sent a Discord message? I didn't even see that. What the hell? Windows, what the hell? I swear I didn't see this message at all. I am currently and frantically speedrunning Deltarune. Oh no. Enter code times seats to put. Okay. So just so you're aware, Maiden, and for hell's sake, given what she's just asked me, I will be streaming our Wonderland. I will then cut the stream, take a lunch break, and then resume the stream after I've had a bite to eat. I should sort out the thing that Hells needs me to sort out. Yeah, I'll then get back to and then I'll start with Deltarune today. Deltarune today. All right. And like last stream, I'll be pinning the content warnings in both chats because, you know, update, you know how it is. To be fair, it's gonna be a freaking hot day. My goodness, there is like a max level temperature warning right now that's basically saying stay indoors. It's awful. I've already had an ice pop today. I've already had an ice pop. A double ice pop. And I'm still warm. I've refrigerated all of my water. Cinemas have aircon, yes. But hopefully not like when we're watching a Major Digital Circus, because my goodness. Pin message. Okay. And he's looking at just started chapter 3. Have you, like... Main, have you played through Deltarune before, or are you just, like, just losing your mind speedrunning for it all? Because I gave myself a couple of weeks, and I think I'm barely going to hit the deadline. So I'll probably have about 2 hours to finish chapter 4. I haven't gotten the egg yet. I'm about halfway through chapter 4, I'd say. No, two-thirds. One second, I'm going to restart the game. I'm getting excessive levels of flashing on my screen. I think... Oh god, I think Windows is dying. Okay, did that fix everything? That seemed to have fixed everything. Okay, I'm gonna restart. I have chapter 3 is probably gonna be a rough between the around by night and egg bullshit. Yeah. I mean, personally, I had a tougher time with the Hammer of Justice. But that's mainly because I'm a little coward and I play by my own rules, baby. Alright, so when is it gonna stop dying on me? Okay, that seemed fine. That seemed fine. Okay. Just like to point out, my entire system was lagging before I closed the game. I don't know why. Oh my god, I'm gonna blue screen again. I'm gonna blue screen again. I'm gonna blue screen again. I haven't gone to the point where the game blue screened my system last time, so that'll be fun. Yeah, Maiden, I'm sure you can do it. I'm sure you can do it. I'm gonna be honest. There was the main problem I had was that I tried fighting the Hammer of Justice with no healing items, and then actually gave up. But I did it a few days ago. Did it a few days ago. I was able to do it without healing at all. But it is a lot kinder than the knight. The knight is like completely intentionally just. Do you want a challenge? Well, here you go. Ugh. Alright, focus on our Wonderland. Deltarune later. It's delightfully dim inside. Nothing but the fluttering candelabra on the bedside table to light the room. I don't think you can see the items. Oh, also include magic in that. So I didn't do the whole gimmick of the fight. Basically, I entirely avoided the gimmick. I was rude bustering that old man. I mean, it worked. I basically fought the old man like I fought the knight, which was attack and rude buster whenever possible. And I'm going to be honest, apart from the times where I ate my own rude buster, it was fine. I think on the run where I did it, I didn't eat my own rude buster, which is nice. And quiet too. Somehow it caused the intense beating starting up in the back of my head. I head straight for bed. It's enormous and piled high with soft white pillows, and when I circ off my pants and slip under the sheets, it feels heavenly on my skin. Tired. So tired. My eyes close on their own. Heart. Dizzy. Tired. The thrum at the base of my skull. I think of Genzo chomping away at the table. Of all of them and that eerily cloying smile. Had all of them always been like that? I can't seem to remember. Mousy for sure, but never so downright creepy. I can see him. I can see all of them. Flashback time! I can't wait to see how Iggy traumatized his next friend. They're sitting on the bench, sitting at a table in the cafeteria, scarfing down their trays of hamburgers, peas, and carrots. All of them's next to Genzo, slapping quietly his milk carton. Wait a second. Wait. Windows, why are you dying on me? Maybe like firmly throttled. Is that what's going on? Where's oh no, what am I opening? What am I opening? Huh. Okay, I just need to stabilize things. I turned off MSI Afterburner. Woo! Okay, time to go! I knew it! Wait, why is it a plushie? Orlum, why are you dressed as Klaus from Mother 3? Also, why is this the only image I can... What the... Can I get a better image of Klaus? Thank... actually, no, the plush was better. Oh, that's a direct spoiler. I really got to use a flush image. It's so stupid. What even what? Give me a sec, I'm trying to throw up an image. Okay, there's that. And then if I... Where did it go? Where is it? Where is it? What? Can I move it? Can I move it? There we go. Why are you dressed as Klaus from Mother 3? Why are you him? That's the exact same. Yeah. Okay, I know Carrot likes Undertale. I don't know if Carrot knows about. I don't know if Carrot likes Mother 3 or anything. Because I love Mother 3. It's my favorite game of all time. It's the only one that beats this out. So of course it's gonna be drilled in my head. Alright, enough of that. Exactly, but it's a bit discolored, but still, yeah. But I mean, even the hair color's similar. Have you ever heard the theory that before it was Mr. Antenna's TV time, Spamton and Antenna's TV time both working with the music? No, I haven't actually. I was so enthusiastic to take a sip, I've accidentally gotten water on myself. Oh no. Oh no, cold water on a boiling hot summer's day. What will I do? No, I haven't. I mean, I thought the in-game dialogue kind of suggested that Spamton, like, still existed in the laptop. I'm pretty sure there's a line and it's like, was it? Oh, why did Chris have to take that laptop home? No, I think Spamton would kind of fit before the whole whatever the hell was going on with him. Alright, now that I've had my rant about Mother 3, let's get back to it. Autumn's next to Gainzo, slurping quietly at his milk carton. He smiles when Gainzo talks. Laughs harder than anyone when Gainzo makes a joke. I am still waiting in line for my food. I grab it and head towards the table with my friends. Flashback. Hey, Higgs is here. Gainzo glances up at my arrival. Make room, make room. He elbows Orlum hard, and Orlum goes tumbling off the bench, milk splashing up and onto his shirt and face. Sit your ass down, Higgs. I stand there for a moment, looking at the vacated seat, looking at Orlum on the floor. Is any of this showing up on stream? I don't think it is. Is my GPU dying? Okay, no, some of it's definitely showing up. What the hell? Okay, you know what? No, screw this. I don't care if it makes my life hell. I'm fixing this right here, right now. I think I know how to fix it, but I don't like the fix. It was like the bottom quarter of my screen was corrupted. Constantly. And that's a bit too much for me, I'm going to be honest. And I think it was showing up on stream too, which makes it even worse. Okay. I swear to God, if any bots show up, I will destroy them. I will wrench them from this sacred earth, pull them into the bowels of hell. Doesn't sound groovy, and especially not gloopy. Everyone gets a little gloopy sometimes. Maybe I am gloopy. Alright, that should fix it. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, on them being sad and... Wait, no, those shorts. Okay, that has to be Cloud from over 3. There cannot be another explanation for this. Honor returns to gaze helplessly. Finally, I sit down and push Onum's tray out of the way. I don't say anything. Onum wraps his arm around my shoulder with a laugh and launches straight back into the story you've been telling. On the floor, Onum pushes himself up onto his bony little knees to reach his tray, face dark. He spends the rest of lunch in silence. My stomach gurgles. Maybe we were too hard on him all these years. I just noticed my bottom tray of my PC is a bit dusty. That's why my graphics card is, so I'm just very quickly... Oh, a little bit of maintenance. Because, I'm going to be honest, I'll be surprised if my PC decides to overheat on itself. I don't really want that happening during a stream. I mean, I don't want it happening anytime. On my smart graphics card, I used to have an R9 Fury X. It was an illegal one. It was water cooled, and the company got sued for it. I'm actually serious. It was really funny. I got massively discounted because it was out of production. The only time that died, the only time that thing ever like went above 40 degrees was I tried. I was like, oh, this cryptocurrency thing seems cool. Let me try mining some, and then my GPU almost melted. And then I never looked at the cryptocurrency again because, my goodness, I'm so glad I didn't. I'm not even sure why he kept hanging out with us, to be honest. No other friends, I suppose. None of us had any other friends. I let out a sigh. It feels hot. I hope I haven't come down with something. I wonder for a moment if Gainzo is still eating. Then drift off into restless sleep. The only good thing about crypto is using it to buy HRT, probably. What do you want, Tiggy? What do you wish for more than anything else in the whole world? I'm not sure what it is that wakes me up. My sleep hadn't been all that deep, and I can vaguely remember tossing and turning a few times, but even then my head had remained foggy and my breath slow. Now, however, my mind feels as sharp as a tack. Oh, actually, no, another good use for crypto, buying Molrcore VPN because I live in Britain. My goodness. To be fair, I'm not on one of the main ISPs, so I actually don't get half the sites blocked, but the other half the sites still block me. Can I just say that looking at Minecraft mod packs without being able to see Imgur is a death sentence. Because it's, oh, you can't see this image, you can't see this image, you can't see this image. I went to a game website once, just investigating what, like, any updates for the game, and the background image was the you can't see this from Imgur. Also, half of Itch is blocked for me, but at least it's only half. Still kind of ruined the Toxic Yuri jam I was having a playthrough of, though. Alright. Now, my mind, however, feels as sharp as a tack. And I can feel my heart beating at a quickened pace against my ribs. I open my eyes. The room is dark, the candles must have gone out at some point. It's quiet, motionless. Nothing and no one there could have woken me up. I stare up at the ceiling. My forehead and cheeks are sweaty and my legs feel restless. Strange feeling in my gut from dinner is back. Not as quite as pronounced, but still there. Lying low and every so often sending twinges of anxious nausea up into my stomach. Man, I just want to warn you that I will be screaming my head off in, like, the next scene. Like, I will be absolutely screaming my head off, and no one will stop me. No one will stop me. I roll my... pause for a moment, then slide my feet off the side of the bed and sit up. I reach for my glasses and will my heart to calm. This isn't working. I'm probably just anxious. It wouldn't be after everything that just happened. Maybe a short walk will help. Get some air, cool off a bit. Heads up. I don't want to blow out your eardrums. I mean, maybe I do, but, you know, different time. Not during this. I trudge over towards the chair I left my pants on a file crumple and slouch down and put them on. I grimace and turn up my nose. My mouth tastes awful. Maybe I can find the kitchen and get some water while I'm at it. I yawn and head for the door. The light of the hallway blinds me for a moment as I step outside. It's equally as quiet out here as it was in the room, and once I'm able to look around, I find myself alone. No guards, no attendants. Just one long, empty hallway with door after door after door. I wonder what Gainzo is. Did they put him in the room next to mine? Another yawn. Is that good enough yawn? I start forward down the hallway. I'm pretty sure I can remember the way back downstairs, and by then I'm sure I'll be able to ask for someone for directions or even get a water for me. The attendants certainly seem willing to help. The hall opens up, widening as it curls around and to connect to the stairs. I trace my hands along the railing as I start down, taking it slow and easy and keeping an eye out for wonder rabbits. One flight, two. I make it to the bottom with no sign of life. Up ahead and through an archway, I see a wide expanse of the grand hall. I entertain the thought of calling out for someone, but ultimately decide against it. Somehow I don't want to hear what my voice would sound like in the midst of all that emptiness. I start for the hall. Only to freeze. Footsteps. More than one. In fact, a whole lot of footsteps. But they're in the opposite direction, away from the hall and down the windowless corridor on my left. I blink in silence, chew my bottom lip, I think the count's full now. Then walk quietly, ever so quietly, down the corridor. There's a fork up ahead, and when I peek around the corner, I see the tail end of the battalion of rabbits at the end of the long hall. They're moving away from me, and in a few moments more they disappear entirely down another corridor on the left. Interesting. I'd forgotten about the water entirely by this point. Sparkle of unease in my gut has grown stronger, and now it's pulling me down that hall after them. With following claws behind me, I follow, silently, stealthily, but quick enough so that I don't potentially lose them around wherever twists and turns await. I then make it around the next corner, pause and chance a glance. Nothing. They're gone. I pull back, furrow my brows, and check a second time. Still nothing. Pull away from the wall entirely and creep closer. There aren't any other forks or hallways to turn down, just one straight track leading to the far wall. And yet they've simply disappeared. I scratch my head. Well, that was weird. I step towards the wall, placing my hands against the stone, but it feels solid for as far as I can tell. I give it a frustrated slap. And with a low rumble, it moves. Whoa! Iggy's, like, neck marks are moving differently to his body. It's amazing how they can do that. Whoa! I jump back with a start. First he moves backwards, so recoiling from my touch. Then, with a grinding creak that rattles my jaw, it switches gears and pulls off and away to the right, leaving behind a neatly stoned tunnel in its wake. That's Iggy's special ability. That's his special attack. Guess that explains it. I mumble out loud without realising. The tunnel appears dark at first, and I see light further down. Despite my misgivings, I can't stop at this point. I'm in way too deep. I push forward and into the darkness. One hand on the wall like some kind of guardrail into the unknown. First thing I notice is the smell. It makes my nose twitch, curl upwards. I don't even know how to describe it. Like a stew that's been on the pot too long and everything's starting to congeal. The further I walk, the stronger it gets. And plugging my nose doesn't help. And my lungs now coming back up through my mouth like a damp towel on my tongue. I stop for a moment. It's starting to make me dizzy. I wipe the clammy film of sweat from my forehead and neck and keep going. Lighter. Brighter. Hotter. Now the smell seems to practically be solidified and sticking to my skin. It's heavy in the air, pungent in the droplets of moisture suspended on the wall of heat and dripping from the walls. Lighter. Brighter. Hotter. My head's starting to spin. But I can see the tunnel open up just ahead. One step. The room beyond starts to take shape, large and filled with steam. 2 steps. No flickering light dance almost red across the dark stone walls. Then out into the expanse, to the balcony overlooking a cave of steam. The smell hits me like a punch to the gut and I feel myself start to retch. But even the smell doesn't compare to what I see when I look over the edge and into the room below. Cauldrons. Cauldrons? I have no idea, but they're huge, round, and filled to the brim with red boiling sop. More and more of them, filling the whole room, bubbling, churning, roiling, emitting thick clouds of greasy steam that twist and coil the air above. I only have to wonder for a split second what's in the cauldron before I see it. An arm. A human arm. Protruding from the boiling muck and hanging limp on the side, red, swollen and blistered. I reel back. I can't breathe. I can't think. My body feels numb. The fuck? My gaze jumps from cauldron to the cauldron and I see more. Naked backside bobbing up and down. Errant hand or foot sticking up above the frothy soup. Long dark hair curling in the water. My knees nearly give. I have to lean hard against the railing to keep from crumbling to the floor. This is my slaughterhouse. I spin around, heart beating out of my chest. All of them standing at the entrance of the tunnel, hands spread wide in a show of pride. Iggy, Iggy, Iggy. Don't you know it's Pride Month? Though some might prefer abattoir, a bit fancier, wouldn't you say? Uh-oh, knew all of them was a bum. I step back against the railing, hands grasping the cold stone. What are you? I can't seem to form words. My tongue feels about 10 times its normal size. I mean, I thought it was pretty obvious. He takes a step forward, rubbing his chin. I need to feed my people somehow, and I need to deal with the rabble-rousers. Why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone? I'm so glad Onion's not here. I think Onion would hate this. You can't eat people! I finally manage. You certainly didn't seem to have a problem with it earlier tonight. He smiles. My pupils shrink in their sockets as my blood runs cold. I think back to our meal in the ballroom, the steaming roasts, the meat pies, the bacon-wrapped asparagus. Bile rises to the back of my throat. Before I can stop it, I'm lurching forward, spinning the contents of my stomach to the floor. All of them watches in disconcern. Once a convulsion of my stomach stops, I rise back shakily, vomit dripping from my legs and down my chin. You're sick! I cringe and bring a hand to cover my mouth. Well, you know what they say about glass houses. Ollum saunters over to the railing to look back down at his house of horrors. The flickering lights colour his face red with steam. You know, I was gonna leave you out of this. This is a matter between me and him, after all. But well, you've had to go snooping and find this place. I'm afraid that just won't do. Kings need some of their secrets to say just that. Secret. He turned towards me with a playful smile. I take a step backwards, 1,000 alarm bells going off in my head. Where's Genzo? Probably just waking up, I'd imagine. I twist towards the railing, eyes searching the room frantically. And then I see him far off to the right, instead lying on the floor, surrounded by a circle of guards. Genzo! I screech. Olin begins walking towards me and I spin around in a panic. Hey Maiden, what do we do now? The Soylent Green! The Soylent Green was people all along! Asked Twist. Ah. I mean, would you beg for your life, or would you just... Okay, I'm doing the coin flip. I'm doing the coin flip. Oh, no! No! Oh, gosh darn it. I forgot the whole... If I close the game, it messed up my system. I'm going to do a coin flip on my phone. Coin flip. Oh, the developers just posted, hey, by the way, Genzo's birthday's in 5 days. Alright. We're gonna flip this coin. Heads is please, and tails is, nothing seems good. Tails is, running. It's tails. We're gonna run for it. My fight or flight kick mode kicks in. I need to get away. And right now the stairs leading down to the room seem to be the only way to go. I dash towards them, I see a trio of guards already at the bottom making their way up. Fuck. I step backwards slowly. All of them standing right behind me now. You know, it really is a shame. I did always like you, Iggy. His smile. It's too wide. Taking up his whole face. In fact, in another life, we might have even been good friends. I wonder how that would have turned out, huh? Okay, I think the CG... Oh. I think the CG is redrawn. The rabbit guards are new. I do think this was the CG anyway, I think. Might have been in the alpha. Hatsune Miku? What? Traffic cars. Oh my god, it's Hatsune Miku! Oh, whoops, I accidentally put on Persona 4 dancing. Sorry. Very so for all of them and he'll probably fall to the ground writhing. Oh my god, he probably would. Another group of rabbit guards moves behind him. I'm trapped on either side. My lips, my jaw, even my eyes feel like they're quivering, quaking, fluttering in time with my racing heart. Well, I suppose now we'll never know. It's at that moment something hits me from behind. Everything goes dark, and you die. Oh, and I go out like a light. Me potential king. Oh my god, the slander. Oh, I think this is new. Definitely new. Look, I love every scene Orlam's in, but my god, I would accept any slander of him. He takes the stage, but my goodness, if I met him as a person, I'd probably like make a wide berth. I'm going to be honest. The first thing I feel when I begin to come to is something clenching itself around me, tight. Followed by a sensation of my legs heaving, leaving the ground. Orlam jump scare. Oh, good. You've come too. We'll want you to miss all the fun. I think this was in the alpha? I don't remember if the jump scare is. I think that might have been, but I think this scene was. Now, wake up, Sleeping Beauty. Rise and shine, you overgrown lush. That was amazing. I just absolutely love that little slap animation. I know Iggy's going to turn into Iggs Benedict. Maiden, I don't know if I want to hug you or slap you for that. That's amazing. Gento cuffs, groans.
Remind me to thank John for the lovely weekend.
Autumn smacks. Yes, you ate very well, didn't you? Then had a nice nap like the little piggy you are. Unfortunately, it's time for all the little piggies to go to market. Lord Orlum can only beat the honored Gento with his army of rabbits. Oh my goodness. Genzo looks about 10 shades of confused. He still seems out of it, watching Orlum with his jaw slack and one eyebrow cocked. He blinks, glances down at himself.
Well, this is an interesting development.
Mason, fun fact, there is a spin-off game where you play as Genzo trapped by Orlum. It's a fun little game. It has like 4 endings or something. It was made for a jam. It's a really nice game. Sounds fun. It is. Genzo! I hiss. Genzo turned his head towards me almost lazily.
Oh, Eggs, you're here too. What are you doing just hanging around?
Genzo, be serious. This isn't a fucking joke. One of them lets out a pout of laughter. Genzo, serious? He can be serious if his life depended on it. Except maybe when you're tormenting me. You always took that pretty seriously, didn't you? He jabbed his finger into the underside of Genzo's chin, cocking his head upwards.
Oh God, is that what this is about? You butthurt I picked on you when we were kids?
Genzo rolls his eyes.
Get a life.
Olim's face goes pink, red, purple. Genzo's just a low cortisol, nonchalant guy. I guess? Picton? Picton? You ruined me, Genzo Ichihara. He clenches his hair. And you never even realized it, did you?
Damn, we whipping out last names? I'm in big trouble now.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Genzo just grins.
Oh, that hurt your little butt. Did you need me to powder it and make it all better? Maybe suck your dick while I was at it?
Stop it! Genzo's on a roll now. His eyes flash.
Oh, don't tell me. This is about after prom, isn't it? Holy fuck, do you really think that I might...
He grabs a spear from one of the guards behind him and reels it back. I'm gonna muzzle the fucking mouth of yours! Not to downplay Orlum being victim of bullying, but I don't think it should lead to cannibalism. I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty sure Orlum's kind of had issues for a while. Maybe not cannibalistic, but definitely something. He swings. And the flat side of the spear clocks Genzo right across the jaw. Blood fries from his mouth with a resounding crack echoes off the walls. Orlum lets the head of the spear drop to the ground, red-faced, shoulders heaving. Genzo's quiet for a moment. He looks down, spits out a tooth.
Pathetic. Can't even break a guy's jaw properly.
Neckers then coughs, sending tendrils of blood down his chin.
You're pathetic then, and you're pathetic now. You wanna know why I picked on you? Because you're a pathetic excuse of a human being. Everybody hated you. You know that? Even your parents hated you. That's why your dad beat you, or beat on you, and that's why your mom killed herself. Because I had a pathetic fucking rat for a son.
Orlum wails. He brings his hand to his cheeks, clutching his face, clawing at his eyes. The wail morphs into a scream, deep and heady, ripped straight from his lungs. He reaches for the spear, reels it back. and slammed it into Genzo's chin again. From the opposite direction. Again. Genzo's head wrenches back and forth with each subsequent crush. Finally, Orlum crumbles. He lets the spear fall from his hands and sinks to his knees, his face in his palms. Genzo's face is a wreck. His jaw tilts awkwardly to one side, and bloody welts decorate his chin and cheeks. Another cough. This time he sends about a pint of blood to the ground, along with a handful of teeth. Okay, kind of fucked up on Genzo, but also Orlum's a tyrant cannibal and actively about to kill Iggy and Genzo. I mean, I'm going to be honest, maybe bringing out you're the reason, maybe whipping out you're the reason your mum killed herself. This might not be the best. I mean, there's no good time for that, but maybe this isn't the best. I feel tears well up in my eyes, blurring my vision. Genzo, what are you doing? I say weakly. Genzo turns to look at me, and goddamn if the fucker doesn't actually smile. Smile! Cringe for his blood clots leaking out between his missing teeth.
To keep him from going after you.
My face goes white, lips trembling. At that moment, Orlum begins to laugh. It starts as a tiny chuckle, barely even noticeable, then grows into a manic snicker that rocks his arms and shoulders. High-pitched and squeaking, almost like a rabid chipmunk. Oh yeah, the music's starting. We need a window in here for Genzo to reach 110% power. Oh my god! Yeah, sorry, there's no window. There's no window. I don't have to put up with this. Oh, what am I doing? I'm gonna kill you and then I'm gonna eat you for tomorrow's breakfast. He pushes himself to his feet with a wobble, laughing so hard tears are streaking down his cheeks. His eyes. There's something wrong with his eyes. Dark and shrunken and pupils impossibly small. He brings his hands to his cheeks, unable to contain himself. A twisted grin stretched practically to his ears. Tomorrow's menu is a roasted pig on a spit. He dances over to an iron crank. A panicked upward twist. I realised the ropes were hanging on and connected to a system of overhead pulleys. Oh hell yeah, this music slaps. Damn right. He twists the crank, pulls set of levers on his handle and then wrenches it backwards. Genzo's body rises up. Up! Orlum pulls it to the right. Clank, clank, clank. And now Genzo moves to the left, coming to an abrupt stop over the center of one of the boiling cauldrons. I'm going to save here because my last time I got to see my system blue screened. I mean, that was the alpha, but still. Obviously, the alpha referring to Orlum, the alpha male. I'm just gonna shut up. Get the fuck! Gollum? Genzo! Gollum is not a name I want to say out loud. Genzo winces, wriggling uncomfortably as the hot steam envelops him. Orlum, stop! Orlum, we can talk about this. Come on! My heart's racing. I pull and tug out my feet in futile panic. This little piggy went to market! On the screech of a pail of laughter. He leaps in glee and pulls back hard on the lever. I feel my heart drop as Genzo goes plunging into the cauldron. There's a sickening splash, water spilling up and over the edges onto the floor below. Orlum wrenches the lever back almost immediately and Genzo's yanked back out. Every inch of his exposed skin has turned pink and steam's rolling off his body. Orlum. He starts, his voice low and phlegmy and filled with a strange, deep-seated helplessness I've never heard from him before. This little piggy stayed home! Orlum jerks down on the lever again and Genzo sent flying into the rolling water. He's pulled back up, his body sags in a versation. Fuck indeed, maiden. Fuck indeed. I can hear him struggling to breathe, throat gasping, chest rasping, his skin turned a brilliant shade of red. I need to do something. Anything. He's going to die. I twist my head from side to side, looking for something, looking for anything, taking in our surroundings. But there's nothing. Just cauldron after cauldron after cauldron. And beyond those, all of them and the battalion of rabbit guards. Fuck. It's a little piggy had roast beef. I hear all of them squeal and the telltale sound of the lever, followed by a giant splash. I don't even look this time. I don't have time to look. I have to figure something out. That's when I see it. The cauldrons. Even because it's a rush job, all of them had his men had no idea what they were doing. They're actually pretty precariously structured. They're held up against the roaring fires by nothing but four wooden planks, one on each side, without any sort of additional support. If even one of those planks was taken away, I don't have time to wonder if it'll work or not. I start swinging. There's a cauldron not far from my left, and with a little bit of momentum, I may, just may, be able to reach the closest plank. I hear Gaines get pulled out of the water. He gasps, sputters, his breathing sounds like he's being wrenched across sandpaper, like nails on a chalkboard. Further, I build up momentum. Swinging. This little piggy had that! Another splash. All of them and the rabbits are so focused on Gaines, they don't even notice my antics. Closer and closer. I reach out my foot to the next swing over. I touch the plank. I can reach it. I just need more power. One more swing. Two more swings. I'm getting pretty fast now. It might just be enough. It might be enough. I hear all of them shriek again, the piercing laughter sending my heart into overdrive. This little piggy went all the way back home. I fly forward with a kick of every ounce of my strength I can possibly muster. My foot connects. There's a sharp snap and the plank goes spinning away from the cauldron. Suddenly everything goes very fast after this. Okay. There's a heavy groan from the cauldron as it tips forward, then snap. The additional weight breaks the other planks. The cauldron falls with a fire and thundering crash rolls forward, spitting out gallons and gallons of roiling, frothing muck across the floor and towards the group. Autumn screeches and jumps backward with an emerging wave. These rabbit guards follow suit, leaping back in fear. What are you doing, you idiots? Autumn yelps. You're wearing armor! Go stop him! Clean it up!
But sir!
The rabbit in front clutches at his spear. Iron is a high effective conductor of heat. Water and boiling water can cook off heat like military killings. Autumn clutches his hair in disbelief. You useless xenomorphs! Don't waste a second. I begin bouncing and kicking as hard as I can, pulling and yanking and stretching the rope until with one forceful jerk it snaps. I go tumbling to the floor. Showered tumbler. I land and splatter the hot water and give out a breathy yelp. My arms and cheek burn with it, so hot makes my eyes water. I can't let it stop me. I roll towards pieces of wood scattered from the fire and still burning and smoking and slam my back straight into the particularly growing remnant. Burn! Goddammit! I smell the coils of rope singeing for the heat transferring through it to tend my skin. I reach down and begin wriggling, pushing out my arms with a snap, charred bits of rope the moment they become weak enough to break. It doesn't take long. With a jagged rip, the fibers of the outer ropes loosen, come apart, which is enough for me to shake my arms out of the bindings and frantically pull the rest off. Then I'm to my feet, taking only half a second to ascertain the situation before running towards the next closest cauldron and kicking the plank points towards all of them and the rabbits. It goes down with a heaving quake. Then another wave of freshly boiled slop towards our captors. I send Autumn to meet the Romanovs. Oh. Autumn screams and stomps his feet, the rabbits back up even further. I topple one more cauldron, race towards the cauldron beneath Gainzo and send it spilling too. I feel my feet burning beneath my soaking socks and shoes, but I pay them no mind. My adrenaline seems to be masking the pain, at least for the time being. I take advantage to kick the remaining fire beneath where Gainzo's cauldron had sat, scattering the boards and stamping out the flames. Then reach out and jump and grab Satan's shoulders. I let my full weight tug down on the rope and it separates with a snap. We fall to the floor with a giant smack. My head rings, but I push through it, already tugging the rope cinched around Gainzo's arms. Oh, this is new. Gainzo, buddy, you gotta wake up. Well, wake up! I yank at the rope, slap his cheeks. He's out cold. His skin is a deep red. A thick leather splotches decorate his neck, chin, and forehead. I feel myself sweating just in the steam spilling up and away from his body. Wake up! I can't carry you! Tears of frustration prick at my eyes. Finally, he lets out a cough. When he cracks open his eyelids, his eyes have gone white. He croaks. I can barely hear me. Yeah, I can barely hear him.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor.
I lean closer. Well, what is it? Another cough.
Could you poke me with a toothpick? Because I think I'm done.
You fucker. I pull him up to a seat. He wobbles for a moment, but ultimately seems able to hold himself up. You gotta try and walk for me, okay? It's the only way out of here, and I'm not leaving you the fuck behind! I stand up, grab his hand, and put him beside me. He leans heavily against me. That's it. Come on. I leap an arm around his back and begin to move, sloshing through layer of water on floor. He manages to move his feet fast enough to keep up, but doesn't seem to be able to do much else. He's got about half his weight on my shoulders. Stop him! Stop him! Arnold's screech interrupts my thoughts. Shit! My heart almost leaps out of my chest. Oh, I'm gonna have to buy some more time. I stop at the stairs as fast as I can, making a beeline towards each cauldron along the way. 1, 2, 3. They all go down, sending more and more boiling water to the floor. I can't feel my feet anymore. My legs are screaming, my heart pounding. We've got only a few minutes at most. I can hear all of them screeching and yammering and belittling the rabbits with the handle of his spear, but the rabbits themselves still refuse to go in the steaming water. Fucking Maxwell! I hear as I start up the stairs, but don't have time to look to check to see if he's following yet. Up, I go tug Gaines out the stairs. I don't think I've held something so tight in my entire life. My body screams with every step, but my ears are straining for any kind of hint. These iron boots racing up the stairs after us. I finally took Gaines into the landing. And just before we escaped the tunnel, I clinched the rabbits splashing around the water below. Fuck! I throw myself into the tunnel, begging Gaines to move faster. Come on. I feel tears of frustration building up in my eyes. The tunnel leads to fly out the stairway into the main hall. I'm gasping for breath by this point. I was going to off on my shoulders. I feel him starting to slip and search for a door, the sweat leaking down my eyes. Come on, Ginto. Come on. So stay with me. Stay with me, buddy. I tug him towards the entrance, slamming my hip against the door. It opened with a heavy creak, just enough for me to slip the two of us outside into the garden. Then I'm racing down the path, heart pounding on my ears, huffing, puffing, groaning in terrified desperation. Past the moat, past the empty guardhouses, I see the little town up ahead for a pink glimmer in the sun of the horizon. No good. We gotta go a different way. That'll be the first place they go. So I tug Gaines off the path and away from the town, away from the castle, to the grass and towards the streets. Oh, towards the trees. My lungs are burning, my legs feel like jelly, but I push on. I have to push on. Gaines stepping again, his feet are keeping up as well as before. I have to keep pulling, keep tugging. I spy a creek up ahead, quiet, tranquil. And next to it, a large outcropping of boulders. I grit my teeth and power through the last stretch, not stopping till we made it outside behind the rocks. My knees give out at this moment, I stop moving. I sink towards the ground, taking Gainzo with me. Oh! The honoured Gainzo performs reverse curse technique to survive the attacks of cursed spirit. Oh my goodness. Oh! That music was, I'm going to describe it as very Omori-esque. Not in a bad way, I love the Omori soundtrack. I am going to very quickly go grab a drink because it went very quick. So I will be back in a minute. I'll pop some music on. Oh no, I'm popping music on. My system cannot handle this. Basically, every time I click out of the game, it tries to, like, you know when you, like, change resolution, it, like, flickers for, like, 10 seconds? It does that every time I go in and out of the game now. But, at the very least, it's not flickering anymore. Racing the spawn, and when it's not boiling in the cauldron below you. Yes. Yes. Alright, I'll be back in a moment. You enjoy the music. I was gone for like a minute. Why is there a bot here? Go away. Alright, I also grabbed an ice pop while I was, I put in a pack and a half of ice pops last night, and they were not frozen when I woke up this morning. It's that hot. But they seem to be frozen now, so I'll be enjoying this while I can. Oh, that's a bit sour. Alright. I did also actually get myself a drink, so I'll be enjoying all of that. And, may not offer you one, because these ice pops are like 2-in-1s. Also, I don't think you can really buy them like this anymore. It sucks. I just like stockpiled a bunch. And they are amazing, but I don't know if they might have changed the recipe or something by this point. Anyway. I will just say this is the last stretch of the demo, as far as I'm aware, unless something was added to the end. Fuck. I can barely breathe. I lay there for a moment, eyes closed, check on Gainzo, rolling him over onto his back. Breath is strained and raspy, almost as though he's trying to breathe for a straw, and his eyes are barely cracked open. Gainzo? I wipe at the sweat of my forehead, cheeks and neck, my heart beating in my ears. Why has every other friend made an attempt on Iggy and Gainzo's life? Haven't you made an attempt on your best friend's life? Well, to be fair, Gidget wasn't intentionally trying to kill Iggy. She just kind of lost her mind. Well, she kind of lost it at rejection. Was actually trying to, like, you know, give him bottom surgery. Which ain't cool on someone that doesn't want it. And to be honest, I think Orlem's issue started way before this. Oh, this ice pop is melting disturbingly quickly. Genzo coughs, his face looking awful as I can hardly bear to look.
Bastard. Oh, bastard.
He barely ekes out.
Should have figured he'd find one less way to fuck me over.
He pulls his lips into a little half smile.
Here I was hoping I could get a good look at you. At least one last time.
I bite down on my lip, staring at his clouded eyes. They're gazing vacantly up at the sky. Here, come on. I pull his head onto my lap because I don't know what else to do.
Oh damn, this is nice. Best pillow a guy can ask for.
I wince and try and soothe down his hair. Twinge of guilt in my diaphragm is back, curling and twisting and eating away at my insides. I blink, realize that the Gainzo in front of me is suddenly much younger. If Gainzo spent a few seconds in that cauldron, he would have turned into Sans Undertale. Dang. Love to have appeared Gainzo Avelia. I'm just saying now, if I ever make an Undertale mod, it will be an Our Wonderland crossover mod. And yes, Gainzo will be Gainzo will be Sans, obviously. That's like the most obvious swap out. Even as hard as I try and block it from my mind, the memory still feels fresh. It's almost like it happened yesterday. Bundle rattles the window pane next to the bed, shaking the house, shaking up through my gut, my ribs, my heart. I clench the back into my chin, both fast and hot. You scared, Iggs? Gainzo's next to me. Gainzo's always sleeping over at my house. We play video games, gorge on snacks and pizza, stay up until past midnight just talking and talking. Even all the way up to junior high, I could always act like a kid with him. I don't respond. Instead, I just chew on the edge of my blanket. Does that count? Staring at the ceiling. This is me at 5 in the morning yesterday. don't know why. I don't know what happened. It's louder this time, lightning flashing across the window and lighting up the whole room. I tense, unwillingly giving off a little moan as I try and sink deeper into the bedsheets. Don't worry, I gotcha. Just go into the safe warm bosom of my arms. I'm not sure he knows what the word bosom actually means, but I'm not in the mood to chastise him for it. Hey, Maiden, just between you and me, this is how I react when Hells pulls me into a hug. Anyway. I let him curl around me, and in the heat of the moment even stung up just a bit against his chest. I'm too scared to worry about how it looks. Another boom. This one doesn't make my heart jump quite as much. I take a deep breath and close my eyes, willing myself to sleep. That's when I feel it. The poke against my stomach. I feel Genzo freeze against me. He sucks in his breath. What do I do? I pretend I don't feel anything? Pull away? But then he'd know that I know. He already knows that I know. There's no way I wouldn't feel that. I'm starting to sweat now. I'm feeling weird, uncomfortable. I don't know how to explain it. But cold. A cold chill's working its way through my spine and out of my arms and legs. I'm shaking. Shaking and I can't stop. Genzo, I heard something out in the hallway. The hallway? Genzo's voice squeaks. Yeah, could you go check? Yeah, sure, of course. He pulls away, sits up, and I see him take a moment to collect himself, just sitting there on the side of the bed. Finally, he stands up. I'm gonna go check for you. Thanks. Still shaking, but the feeling's starting to leave. Tightness in my chest loosening. Genzo's darkened form walks towards the other side of the room, and I hear a click on the door opening. He steps out into the hall. He's gone for a long time. Another window-rattling thunderclap sends me back beneath my covers. Then I hear it. A thud from outside, followed by a yelp and a series of sharp cracks on the stairs. Genzo? I'm out of my bed in an instant, dashing to the door, my thin pajamas fluttering. I grope for the light in the hall. And when I turn it on, I see Genzo lying at the bottom of the stairs, unmoving. Genzo! No. Each no falls in time with my footsteps racing down the stairs. But when I stumble down next to him, he's already out cold, blood leaking from his ears, his nose dribbling from his mouth. He'd spent a week in hospital after that, and they said he'd be fine. Just fine. Perfectly fine. A month later, his sight had begun to go. Whoops, we should have caught that. Tears prick at my eyes, and I look down at Genzo now. How had everything come to this? Gone in a different direction than I thought this was. Yeah. I wipe at the snot leaking down at my nose and let out a quivering breath. I need to do something. Find a way to help him. But how and from where? Not like he can walk anymore. Do I leave him behind? Yeah, I could follow the creek. Surely he'd leave somewhere. Another town, maybe? Somewhere further from Orlum and his guards. Scoot Genzo's head gently off my arms. Down onto it, and onto his hat I give him some cushion. Rise to my knees. I'm gonna find someone, okay? Genzo needs more curse energy to deal with the reverse curse technique. Oh no.
Okay.
Bring someone back who can help you. We need to get you to a doctor.
Okay.
I'm just gonna follow this creek. There's gotta be someplace along it, even a little village or something.
Okay.
I chomp down on the inside of my cheek. 5? Genzo's just lying there, not even looking in my general direction.
What are you waiting for? Get going.
Yeah. I reach for his hand, clasping my own in it and giving it a squeeze. I'll be back.
Okay.
Then I take off, staggering my way alongside the creek and further into the trees. Trudged further and further into the woods, following the creek, following its winding path through the trees. Maiden, I swear to God, if you say it. I might as well. You're on a path in the woods. The end of that path is a... Then that is a... If I say anything else, I'm going to spoil it, so I'm not going to. Through the brush, over the rocks and pebbles, the slit and clay. I stumble, fall, press on, press forward, fast forward, rewind? If only I could rewind this. Rewind everything. Back to my apartment, safe and sound. Back to the barbecue, everyone alive and well. This sure is a path in the woods. Yeah, there we go. What is all this? Why is this happening? I can't feel my feet at this point. I can't feel much of anything at this point. Forward. Forward. Follow the sound of the water. Follow it to salvation. Follow it to judgment. The trees are thicker now, darker, sun peeking in through dabbled patterns on the current. And the air. The air feels cold. Almost like I'm being watched. I turn around, check the path behind me. But there's nothing. No one. There's a damp chill on the back of my neck, curling like a leech beneath my collar and sending pinpricks of unease down my spine. It's completely still. Okay, I don't know if this is a concern or not, but my ice pop completely melted in its little, like, plastic tube thing in 10 minutes. Save for a small object hanging from one of the trees up ahead. Do not like the soundness of this one. It sways ever so slightly, twisting on its string. I approach it carefully, senses keen, cup it in my hands. Doll? Its button eyes stare up at me, and its cotton body sits limply in my palms. I let it go and watch it swing back to its original position, hanging from its neck, as though dropped from the gallows. It twirls, dances, eyes pointed up skyward. The sun is a deadly laser. There's probably a reason why you and Hales get along so well. There's another one up ahead, and when I move towards it, I spot another and another. Everywhere. Oh, this is new. I spin around. They're everywhere, hanging from every tree, bodies limp, eyes lifeless. Sweat forms along my hairline, tracing my temples. My heart. Something feels like it's twisting my heart. Iggy, I'm sorry. You're fighting the night from Deltarune. That kind of happens when you do that. An unbearable sadness. So I'll never be happy again. I need to get out of here. I begin walking again. Faster. I'm practically jogging now. Every second I feel this pain stabbing at my heart, that hollow emptiness expanding inside of me. I swat at branches and knees stumble over rocks in the ground. I feel like I'm falling for a bottomless hole, and everything in me, around me, is black. My foot hits a large stone angled upwards and away from the creek. I hit the dirt, shoulder throbbing, and face for the grass. But more than that, the weight is gone. The claws of sadness have receded from my heart. I blink, push myself up. It's lighter, too. I've reached some sort of clearing. And in the centre of the clearing is a cottage. God damn. Smoke curling from its chimney. Is someone here? Now I push myself all the way up, to my feet, looking around. Someone's chopping wood? Behind the cottage? Someone's here. Someone who might be able to help us. I start forward, limping at first, and pushing through my pain in my feet and rushing forward with much strength as I can muster. Around the corner of the cottage. Then stop. But my eyes grow wide. The woman at the chopping block stills, rises to her full height. Fox! I finally say, my voice cracking. She doesn't turn around. Doesn't move, either. Just stands there, axe in hand, facing the trees. Bugs, it's me. It's Iggy. I take a step forward. I knew we'd find you here. I knew all along. She turns. Her face is blank, indifferent, doesn't even blink. I swallowed the sentence I was about to say. Looked at her, the chopping block, to the cottage. Bugs, what are you doing here? My voice trembles. Did you open the door to Wonderland? A pause. Where's Sadie, Bugs? I didn't open the door, Iggy. Bugs says slowly, heavily. You know that adults like us can't open the door. Then a smile, small at first and growing into a delightful moon-shaped curve. She opened the door for me. My throat grows tight. What do you mean? She wouldn't stop crying, Iggy. Crying and screaming and whining and screeching. I couldn't take it anymore. It was driving me crazy. I take a step back. Bugs. My voice is barely a whisper. What did you do? I stopped her from crying. My blood runs cold. I can't move. Can't breathe. And now, look at me. It's wonderful, Iggy. Listen to that silence. She throws back her arms. Nothing and no one to bother me. A pause. Then her gaze snaps back to me. I'm pretty sure Bugs has been resprited. At least there wasn't. Her face darkens. Why are you here? Did Huna send you? He sent you, didn't he? Bugs! You're here to make me go back there, aren't you? To take this all away from me. No, Bugs, I would never. I'm not going back. I'll kill you before you can take me back. Bugs, stop! Oh. It hurts! It hurts! I'm sorry, that face on Bugs is just way too funny. It's like Looney Tunes. Ouchies. Yes, ouchies. You know, I don't think we're making it out of this. Just a hunch. Like, I mean, Wonderland sucks. Should have gone to Oz. Oh. I mean, well, Bugs is dead. Gidget's dead. Iggy's bleeding out. Orlem's probably not long for this world if he's still alive at this point. The only one who's actually made it out is Orlem, of all people. How the hell did Orlem live? I lie there. Lie there and breathe. Looking up at the sky. Everything looks so gold. Yay! My breath catches and I cough. Tremors running through my body. What do you want, Iggy? Well, they're probably gonna get overthrown by the rabbits. Yeah, probably. So gold. So fucking gold. Me when I'm in JoJo Part 4. Sorry. What do you wish for more than anything else in the whole world? What do I don't know what I want. I do. Because lying there, looking up at that gold, endless sky, I've realised something. Single thread connecting all of my friends' miseries. That has ruined their lives. It's me. Allow a shuddered breath. It's so obvious. All of it. I raise my hand, raise it towards that expanse of gold. I wish. My tears have returned. They're flowing freely now, tracing the cloudy rivers through the dirt and scratches on my cheek. I wish I never existed. And that was the demo. So some of the blame could have been placed on the Wonderland full of murderous Nubits, eye tongues, and Orlem. Ah! Yeah, screw you. The game basically opens with the protagonist wishing himself out of existence. Bye. Come back next month. What's the time? Oh my goodness, we're not even the max temperature and I already feel like I'm gonna die. I will make some adjustments, but I just really didn't want any like doors open while I was screaming my head off about like murdering people. Not good luck. The maiden, how'd you like that? This truly was our Wonderland. Alright. Maybe I won't ask you how that was then. Oh, I completely missed myself when I went for a drink. I'm like covered in water now. Made with Rempy, which I mean probably should say that there's AI content in this video if it was made with if the game was made with Rempy. Oh. I recovered the water. I'm awoken the next morning by the sound of Miss Dornish running her trash bin down the driveway. There must be something stuck on one of the wheels, because with each rotation the bin lurches upwards and smacks heavily against the pavement. Roll, roll, smack. Roll, roll, smack. I tense. Wait for the sound of something to drop. I don't even question why I would do something like that when the sound of something hollow bouncing on the concrete interrupts the rolling. I hear her stop, pick whatever it is up and toss it back inside the bin. Roll, roll, smack. Roll, roll, smack. I lay that for a moment, brows furrowed against my closed eyes. Ultimately, shake it off. I groan and push myself up in bed, rub the sleep out of my eyes, look around. My room. Yes, this is my room. Same as it is every morning. And yet somehow it feels like I haven't seen it in a long, long time. I chew on the inside of my cheek. That's 6, I think. Letting the strange feeling of disconnection wash over me as I take in the blankets, the far wall, the open bedroom door. Then reach over my glasses on the bedside table and lob them across my nose. I wander off towards the kitchen and start the coffee pot. Maybe I really did drink too much yesterday. Make my head all weird. Once the coffee's done percolating, I empty the last cup of my chocolate rice snappers into a bowl and take to it like soup. I pause for a moment, mid-slurp, and look around again. Why does it feel so strange? Why is the morning sun shining at that exact angle send a chill down my spine and butterflies through my belly? I shake my head. I don't have time for this. Finish up the snappers and head to the bathroom. I look awful. But then again, when don't I? I hook a finger around the corner of my mouth, pull my lip back to observe the damage to my back filling. Yep, still about to pop. Still need to get those wisdom teeth looked at. I attack them with a toothbrush instead, washing away the chocolate and rinsing out my mouth. Once finished, I splash 3 good-sized handfuls of water onto my face, hoping to wash away the cloying feeling of disquiet while I'm at it. Before putting away, I rub at my throat, half expecting to find bruises beneath my ears. But of course there's nothing, and I have no idea why I'd have bruises on my throat in the first place. I stare at myself in the mirror for even entertaining such a thought. Coffee's ready by the time I step back out, ready to start the day, so I grab a mug and make my usual post at the desk. Open my usual programs and start my usual tunes. I certainly won't be able to ask for any extensions due to odd detachments from reality, so I'm going to have to focus. Three cups of coffee, 1 granola bar, and 2 readjustments of my legs later, and I've reached a groove. I nod my head to the music as my fingers dance sporadic rhythms across the keys. I'm so focused I don't notice my phone buzzing until it's about to switch over to voicemail. Green icon catches my eye. It's Huna. I instinctively set my head towards it, only for the tips of my knuckles to graze the handle of my coffee cup, sending it, spilling it, and the last few cups of cold coffee towards the carpet. Every nerve of my body reacts at once. I leap from my chair to grab it, I need to jerk my headphone cord out of its jack to process and probably blast dance-worthy beats of my electro swing through the entire apartment. This about sends my heart into overdrive. With a panic twist, I reach back for who knows what at this point. But my flying hand is back to the chair and I put press on my feet beneath me when we both go down. My head hits the soggy carpet, just my phone gives one last zealous buzz, vibrating its off of the desk into my chest. I pick it up just as it beats to tell me I have a new message. For fuck's sake! Huna, why'd you have to... I stop. How do I know it's Huna? Finally look at the phone and sure enough, his name's on the caller ID. Weird? And weird still because I don't think he's ever called me before. I click off the music and jab the redial button. Balancing the phone between my ear and shoulders, so set to blocking the carpet with red paper towel wads. The phone rings twice, then connects. Hey, sorry, I missed your call. What's up? The paper towels are soaked by this point. I think we've seen this before. What are you talking about? I've seen this before. This is new content. I was told this. I was told this was just Arc 1. Damn, early, eh? Yeah, you're very early. We haven't. We've travelled back about 5 hours of streaming time. I'm sorry. No, I will not elaborate. I just gave you both completely different answers. Hey, sorry, I missed your call. What's up? The paper towels are soaked by this point. But the sound that comes through the receiver isn't what I expected. Sobs, hurried sniffs, a cough. He's crying. Iggy. I pause in my carpet-clenching miscreants. Huna, what's wrong? Pause. Then... Is it bugs? This somehow triggers another cough from Huna. She's gone, Iggy. I don't know where or what. What happened? I woke up this morning and she was gone and there was nothing. It starts a fresh wave of sobs. Iggy, she don't say anything, but both of them, they're just gone and I've called. Catherine's coming in like 4 hours. Yeah, I'm doing my best here. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of thought, I kind of thought I was gonna run out of content. Just beat Mystery Board 1. Oh no. Maiden, you gotta hurry. I suddenly fall back on my rear end. This all feels too familiar. Why does it feel so familiar? Like someone I used to be. Okay. I shake my head, trying to collect my thoughts. You're sure she didn't say anything last night? Or what about an appointment? Anything in the calendar? Maybe you just forgot. Hina's voice shakes. There's nothing. I would have known, and besides, the cars are in the garage. He pauses, and I can hear him swallow. Iggy, I'm scared. I'm just scared. You haven't heard from her, have you? Or did she say anything last night? Anything strange? I ran a hand through my hair. I haven't heard from her last night. She seemed normal, I guess. I don't know. Nothing stood out to me. She wouldn't stop crying. Iggy. I spin around. That voice. It sounded so... real. I've already reached out to everyone else. No one's heard from her. Will you not stream down? No, I'm gonna stream Deltarune. But I'm gonna finish this, cut the stream, take a lunch break, then I'll start streaming Deltarune because I need to get back to chapter 5. I hear Huna sniff through the phone. It's been hours now. I don't know what to do. I rub my face, my eyes, trying to stay focused on Huna. It's, bugs. It's probably just forgot to tell you about something. I'm sure there's plenty of reasonable explanation for it. Another sniff. The line's quiet for a moment. Then soft as a whisper. Yeah. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, okay? Just keep trying her. Yeah. The line goes dead. I blink. Huna? But there's no response. He must have hung up. I just sit there for a moment, staring at the far wall. My chest feels strangely tight. And that tingly sensation of disquietude gnawing at the base of my neck is growing, branching out like an electric spider web on my skin. Recap, please. Oh, Onion, it's going to be quite the recap. It's going to be quite the recap. I pushed myself back to my feet and carried the soggy paper towel towards the trash can in the kitchen. I'm gonna be honest. I just want to see Maiden's. I want to see Maiden's recap. They fall toward the empty fruit snack box with a wet flap. And as I watched the dribbles of coffee descend across the mouths of the sharks decorating the front like the blood of their latest kill, something pings in my head. I need to do something. Do something? Do what? Maybe I can change things. Change what? I groan and bring my hands to my face, clutching at my eyes. I'm about to give myself a good smack. My gaze falls on my phone. I should call someone. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Call someone, see if I can figure out what the hell is going on. I snatch a small metal rectangle off the floor and slip it into my work chair, bringing up my contact. Call someone. Call who? Not like I got a load of choices. Really? I scroll down to Gainzo's name on the list. He seems like the safest bet, I guess. I'm not sure why I need to call him, or anyone else, to be honest. But if I'm going to go out of my way to force myself into social interaction, it might as well be with someone who doesn't care how awkward I am. I guess 90 minutes into a juicy part of the game. I would not. But at one point, I said, "I'm glad you're not watching Onion because you I don't know if you would enjoy what Autumn was getting up to." Also, Maiden, if you really don't wanna, I'm happy to give a recap. I press the call button. The phone rings. Rings again. Rings a third time. I'd just about given up until the ring cuts mid-blip and somewhat out of breath Gainzo belts loudly into the receiver.
Iggy!
I wince and pull my phone away from my ear.
God damn, Ix! Is that blood raining from the sky? Are the mountains trembling? The moon must be about to fall if you're calling me.
Very funny. I roll my eyes.
So, what's up? What do you need? Your bestest pal in the universe for in this fine morn.
Legit. Only suddenly I hear a rustling on the phone, followed by Gainzo's muffled voice chatting with someone.
I said in the back room! You think I can hear you better over there? I think I can hear you over there.
Then closer, back to the receiver. Jesus, oh my god, that is quite the Autumn's a rat bastard and a cannibal, cheated with his army of rabbits, overpowered the honoured towards Gainzo and Iggy. The honoured one. Iggy almost became Iggs Benedict. That I don't know how I feel about that line. Gainzo engages in bullying. Autumn dunks Gainzo into boiling water a few times until Iggy saves Gainzo and escapes with him. I forgot what happened after that, but Iggy ends up on the path in the woods, found Bugs, and with an axe, Iggy got an impromptu arm amputation. Bugs trips over a cliff, and Iggy wishes himself out of existence. Yep, that pretty much sums it up. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, also, the reason Gainzo is blind is because Iggy and Gainzo are having a sleepover. Gainzo kind of had a bit of a teenage hormone moment, and Iggy kind of tried to get him out of the room, and Gainzo fell down the stairs and smashed his head, and he started losing his sight after that. Oh yeah, also Iggy was a somewhat participant of Autumn's bullying, but Gainzo basically told Autumn, "Hey, you're the reason your mum killed herself." So you know. Everything all right over there? I asked with a chuckle.
Hey, bit of a madhouse if you couldn't tell. New batch of parts coming in. Got an order on getting ready to pick up this afternoon. Already had 2 drop-offs this morning.
Autumn seems justified. What, in the cannibalism? Dang, I won't keep you then. If it wasn't anything important, just random urge to call, I guess.
Jesus sakes, don't hype yourself up too much there. People start asking you to run for president.
Another rustle. He seems to have moved his phone to his opposite ear.
Tell you what, you come down to the shop, we'll have a proper combo, beers and everything. As soon as I'm done with this order.
I stopped myself. Well, not the usual excuse I give whenever someone asks me to do anything. Close my eyes for a moment and take a breath. You know what? Sure, I'll be over in a bit.
Oh, diggity damn!
I hear over the receiver for what sounds like the phone falling to the ground and a string of curse words. Oh. I think that's it. And thank you, Maiden, for providing that lovely little bit of recap. I'm screenshotting this just in case I need to. My timing's impeccable, just like my choices. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I thought the game would have ended after the credits, and they didn't. I really wanted to leave the stream on, by the way, the protagonist just wished himself out of existence. Screw you. This is some nice art, though. Alright. This demo comprised the first arc of the game. The full game will be releasing next month on July the 9th, and your progress will carry over. Any achievements you would have gotten in the demo will be unlocked as soon as you start the full game. Be sure to save your game to keep your progress. Yeah, I'm fully aware of saving my game. There we go. I recommend rolling back to the last few lines of dialogue and saving there to prevent any potential oddities. Okay. Well, let me download. Oh no, it's gonna. Oh, my system's freezing up. Oh, roll back in a minute. Oh, heck yes. What size is this? This will be going in my wallpaper folder. Heck, interesting. I have photo bashed my way to well, not photo bash, but yeah, 1080p wallpaper. It is a nice. I love that. I've literally made so Origin on July 9th. Yeah, is it though? Oh, this game is so good. I just love it. It's not like say Princess or Scarlet Hollow or Disco Elysium where there's a lot of choice, a lot of options to take care of. It mostly does one story, but God, it does that one story so well. All right, where's my wallpaper folder? Wallpapers. Oh yeah. Yeah, I bashed together a one of the spin-offs. I made a edgy as hell wallpaper, which does come up sometimes. I'll draw out the Honor One Genzo obliterating Honor. I will say, man, if you do draw, if you do end up drawing art for this, if you post it on Tumblr, if you tag it with our Wonderland, usually the developer sees it, and they're cool as heck. All right, there we go. Okay, so that was our Wonderland. I was really worried about where that was gonna end up going. Oh no, my system's gonna freeze again, isn't it? I was really wondering how long that was gonna go on for. I mean, I know what was gonna happen, but I didn't know how far it was gonna go. I didn't know if it was gonna go for the Games Zone meetup or not. Yeah. So that was our Wonderland. I. Yeah. Oh, and Onion, I do want you to know one good bit of news. Before Iggy wished himself out of existence, he was Orlin was definitely the only character that was still alive. Bugs got chucked off a cliff. Iggy had lost multiple limbs, so was not gonna make it. Orlin was Genzo was boiled multiple times, and well, I think you saw what happened to Gidget. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you'd be happy with that. What the fuck? You missed a lot. I'm sorry. All right, it's about 2012. Do I have a? I should probably just. All right, yeah, doing. Yeah, so I'm gonna go before you Don't want games of form reverse technique. Don't worry about it. I'm probably gonna dump something in the ask box. They dump was that was so aggressive. I didn't mean like that. I'm gonna put something in the art. Probably put something in the ask box for the dev. So, do you of you have any lovely comments for me to pass on? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of yeah, I'm gonna take lunch. I need to sort a few things out, and then I'll start. And then I'll get back to Deltarune. I'll probably be 30 minutes to an hour. I don't know how long things are gonna take. I'll say I'll be on before 1, which is an hour and 20 minutes from now. I'll be within an hour and 20 minutes, and I'll start the stream back up. I just need to take an actual break to sort things out. But yeah, any parting comments for the developer that I will pass on? The Honored One Gainzo should have been able to overpower the rabbits and obliterate all of them. You gotta like one of the. I think you gotta like one of the arcs made, and then I will not elaborate any further on that. It's a very quiet music when I. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I think I'm gonna. Sorry, I think a bit of water went down the wrong pipe. There we go. Oh, Gainzo sweep. Onion, you got any comments? I know you kind of missed like the whole last of it. But sort out my display while I'm. Rempy annoys me. Rempy really annoys me. Sometimes. I don't think Rempy is terrible. It's just what it does to my graphics card. I don't know why it does it to my graphics card. If I try and stop it from forcing everything to freeze, the game freaks out. Huh? Windows? Is everything okay? My audio cut. What? What just happened? Okay, I'm all good. I'm all good. I think my PC might be dying. This is not working well today. Oh, actually, before we go, I'm not gonna show it because that's for another streamer. But I actually someone made art of a community that I'm in, and I was included. So I officially have a piece of like art of my character now that I didn't have to swindle out of someone. I mean, it's literally me. It's literally my avatar, but I made it my profile picture on their Discord. It's actually amazing. Wait, it says I'm streaming on. That's cool. Alright, I think Onion might be like dead or something. Alright, I'll yeah, I won't show it. It was for the stream of Molrcore, so they'll probably show it in their stream tomorrow. But yeah, no, it's amazing bit of art. Alright, just gonna put that in chat to canonize it, and I will screenshot the comments just to make sure I know what I'm passing on. I'm just glad someone likes Gainzo as much as I do. I'm saying as if I'm saying as if there isn't an entire game where you play as Gainzo, also an entire spin-off where Gainzo is one of the main characters. Yes. Alright. I'll be back in roughly an hour. Stay hydrated. If anyone here is British, stay hydrated. And yeah, I'm just gonna have a bite to eat and sort some stuff out. So yeah, you'll get a ping. It'll probably be very excited. So bye for this moment, and I will see you in a bit.